Hi, I'm Liz. I'm the Chief People Officer here at VIOOH, and today I'll be speaking with our very own Brahim Mansour, who is our Product and Customer Solutions Technical Specialist. Wow, it's a bit of a mouthful. And he works across our programmatic products. This is part of our Day in the Life series, where we learn more about viewers, their roles at VIOOH, and their top interview tips. So let's jump right in. Welcome, Brahim. How are you?
I am fantastic.
So tell us a little bit about what your role is it for you? What does it involve?
Yeah, it's a good question. From the title, you're probably thinking, loads of different things, but it's concentrated on more on the demand side. So I work integrating DSPs to our platform, making sure they trade properly, efficiently, and smoothly, and ensuring that the data that we carry is also comparable to their data, making sure that's aligned. I also help manage, with another member, George Smith, to manage the DSP integrations team and ensure they run smoothly and address any issues and escalate when needed.
Yeah.
So that's great. I think they're a great team. They work really efficiently. Also, as well as that, coming from, VIOOH, which is a fresh space in the programmatic space, we deal with a lot of features, new features and new products, which we test and validate with our DSP partners and make sure that those features and products works really well, as well as that then feeding that back to the product team to ensure that we are aligned and that the business can take that product forward. So that's a really key element. As well as that, that's a whole part of the go-to market, which we manage with George. We manage and we try to take that product to market efficiently and make sure that that product can, satisfy our DSP partners and ensure they have a good experience.
Fantastic.
As well as that, I think, the exciting bit about my role as well is working with the operational processes in the organization, in the demand side, helping different teams work together, as well as that, making sure, operational processes, track integrations is done efficiently with our DSP partners. So it's an exciting position to be in to, come up with new ideas on how teams can work better, as well as bring fresh, technology into the play. So it's a great role.
Fantastic. So you're right in that kind of like a critical element between commercial products and making sure we're always building better products and solutions for our clients. That's great.
Exactly.
And Brahim, you have just been just about to be promoted, aren't you? So you've got 2 new viewers that'll be joining you.
Yeah, hopefully a shorter name this time.
Yeah, absolutely. So could you tell me a little bit about what would be your top tips for anyone who wants to interview at VIOOH?
Well, I would say, the first tip, is ask questions. I think it's so essential, in VIOOH, digital out for home, programmatic. It's such a new space, and I think asking questions, not being afraid to ask questions is so essential to the learning in this organization. Everyone is super helpful and would address your concerns, your questions, and would take the time to really answer your questions. So I think that I would say if you had to prioritize any tip, I would say that do not be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we definitely love those curious people.
Yeah, exactly.
And what are the favorite tools that you're using in your job right now? Top 2.
Top 2, I would say Athena. So, using SQL queries in the AWS services to pull useful data about trading and auctioning, which is, fantastic and is a great center point on troubleshooting a lot of the issues that we deal with day to day. So I think that is a core piece, as well as that Jira. With any operational team, Jira is the heart of everything. So, I've taken the initiative to really lead and drive Jira, and I have high access in Jira. And so I'm being able to come up with, and construct a lot of useful Kanban projects in our organization that's helped us, streamline our operations. So that's been fantastic. So I would say those 2 certainly are my favorite go-tos.
Brilliant. And now let's get to the fun stuff. Why do you love working at VIOOH?
Well, it's easy. I think it's the people, right? I would say, I would certainly say the people. The culture here, as I mentioned, you're free to ask questions. You're free to, engage with people and ask, questions to any person in the organization, no matter, to the associate all the way to the CEO. So there's a real balance of, quality here. And I think you have the freedom to really express yourself in this organization. And I think that is, definitely a product of the culture. But as well as that, it's not all fun and games. We're really hardworking here in VIOOH. But as well as that, we know how to have fun and be engaging and have a great time as well in our events, in our, Christmas, summer parties, as well as our bingo events and football events that we do as well. And as well as many more that Liz and the team will come up with.
Yeah, we do like to have fun. We do like to have fun. And what do you like to do outside of work? What keeps you busy?
I love watching and playing football. I support Arsenal, which so is going great this season. I love meeting friends and family, going to new restaurants, trying new foods. That's always, a great aspect of my weekend. I also, love taking road trips in the UK. I like going. I've been to Durdledor. I've been to loads of Lake District, Peak District, and all those really exciting locations. So I love to explore the UK. And as well as that, I love, just following some favorite shows of mine, and, doing a bit of Netflix watching. Why not?
What's your go-to Netflix show at the moment?
I would say, that probably, I would say The Last of Us. Oh, it was not Netflix, but I have been watching that on the recent show Last of Us, so that's been really good. So that's been it's very popular. So definitely. If you like the zombie stuff.
Oh no, I definitely do not. So I won't be watching that actually. So we have got every Friday afternoon all focused on your growth at VIOOH. How do you like to spend your Friday afternoon growing?
So, I like to work on some interesting side projects. The ones that I usually do is with Python related. So I've been taking some courses to learn on Python and enhance my knowledge in that. As well as that, I've been taking that, that knowledge and driving, helping my team, automate, the day to day. So not only have I, do that, outside of work, as well as that, I do take that, that knowledge and that learning that I do outside and my interests and take it back into work. So that's been great.
Yeah, brilliant. I love that you're using that, exploring that coding aspect.
Exactly.
So favorite benefit or perk?
Well, a favorite, I have to say, is the early Friday finish for me. I think finishing 4:30 on a Friday, will make anyone smile. I think it's just a great, way to end the week. Such a long week at VIOOH, which can be at times, but it's just a nice time to kind of have that hour back to commute back to home and, join family and friends and start off the weekend with a bang. So I think it's great. I love the early Friday finish. That's definitely top perk for me.
What's your favorite value?
Favorite value, it has to be team view. The famous saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And I think that stands true at VIOOH. We have to work together to achieve our goals, and that's so essential. So I think working as a team, showing that in the organization is key, and making sure that we're all aligned helps us achieve our objectives, in the many more years to come. So that's really important.
Definitely. Brilliant. Love that one. And tell me, from your point of view, what are the benefits of our hybrid working model?
I think probably everyone that's watching is probably, the answers, being able to work hybrid, you can, take some time at home address any personal things you might have to manage whilst working, whilst still doing the great work you do. As well as that, financially as well, you save a bit of money, a bit more cash in your pocket, that you save from commuting, which is great. As well as that, being in the office is still quite, having that time in the office, meeting people allows you still to, not to miss out on, having that face-to-face interaction, which I think is still essential to do, great work, and to also meet the value, as I mentioned, team view. So being in the office is essential, to work as, as a strong team. And, again, going back to the early finish, being able to work hybrid, I don't have to commute home at times where I have important evening plans, going to a nice restaurant, I have to have a bit of extra time to get ready. So it's, it's really, it allows me to be flexible in the evening and have more time then. So that's, that's really good. And I think it's just a great balance between the two, being able to work great in a team in the office, as well as having the flexibility at home to manage our responsibilities outside of work. So it's great. Yeah.
Definitely. And I have to say, kudos to you as well, because I noticed that since you hired your two new folks, you've been in the office more, because you appreciate that when you different stages in your career, you want to be in the office more, you need to be spending more time around people. So that's great, and that's really what we're trying to instill in people, is that do the right thing that's required for your role at that point in time. So
exactly. Fantastic.
Well, that is it, Brahim. It went so fast. Thank you so much for taking time today to share your your views and everything that you do at VIOOH, and that'll be really useful for future viewers. If you would like to become a viewer, please do go and check out our website, www.viooh.com/careers. Or if you don't see a role that's right for you, and you're interested in still talking to us, please send your CV to talent@viooh.com and we will get back to you. And you never know, Brahim will probably be expanding his team further. So if you'd like to be on the that intersection between products and commercial and really taking things to market, get in touch with us. Thank you, Brahim.
Thank you, Liz. Appreciate it. Bye.